Hello everyone. In this session we will discuss the basic structure of C++. Here we have the structure format. So in the structure format we have the first one, that is the header file declaration section. In the header file declaration section, here we can perform the header files. So the compiler can invoke our header files. So mostly those are used to perform in our C++ programmatic. What we have the header files? So those header files here mostly performing by the preprocessors. Basically all the preprocessor directives are written in this section. And header file is providing the some prototype declaration for different library functions also. And we can also include some user defined header files into this. Normally in the C language here we are using the hash include stdio.h, right? Instead of that here we are writing our header file hash include iostream.h, input output stream.h. So in the header file section we are using some header files. These files are including the library functions with the preprocessors. Suppose if here I am writing the hash, so this hash is the one type of preprocessor. Your hash is the preprocessor, and here it can be performs the whatever you have the library functions. It may be the include, or else it may be the define. So many library functions we have, right? So you can choose any library function. It may be the include, and next here it can be performs some header files. In this C++ here we have to be performed like your iostream.h. Preprocessor is the hash, and after that we can use the library function include, and then we can use our header file like your iostream.h. Okay, like that here we can use this one, right? And next here we have the second step, that is the global declaration section. In the global declaration section here we can include the variables. We can declare the variables, those are used in our program, and also here it can be accessed throughout our program into this. So normally we have the global and local. If you are writing the local, that is in the inside of the main function. Here before we are writing, that's what here we are calling the global declaration section. So in this what we can write here in the global declaration section, we can include the variables. We can include the variables. So those variables are in the form of outside. And next here third one we have the class declaration and the method declaration section. So in the C programmatic we don't have like this. So in the C++ this is the object oriented programming. So we included the more features to this right here. One of the feature is like classes. So that case here you need to be declare our classes in the third section. In the third section you have to be declare class declarations. And whatever you have the global declaration section, this class declaration is the subsection for that. It is the subsection for that. And your class declaration and all the methods of the classes are defined here. Whatever you have the class declaration and whatever you have the methods, those are declared into this section. So this is the class declaration. And next here we have the main function. So main function is the very important to all the programs. Why? Because here without the main function we cannot execute any statement. Every program must have the main function. Without the main function we cannot run the programs. The compiler can be recognizes the main function first, and after that here it can be starts the execution from the main function. Whatever we return into the main function, that can be executed. If you're writing in the header file global declaration, in the class declaration, nothing will be executed. Whatever we written into the main function, that can be executed into this. And after the main function, the program will be started with the opening brace and ends with the closing brace. Okay, so I think that all you can know, right? At last, here we have the method definition section. This section is the optional section. Just here, whatever you have the methods that you can write in this section. So like your C programmatic only. So after the main function, it is starting, right? If you have any methods, so those methods here you can include. So your main function is the mandatory. Your main function is the mandatory. So if you're not writing that function into this, so no means your execution will not be run. Without the main function, we cannot perform anything into the programmatic. So that's what here definitely we need to be include the main function, right? So your global declaration section, these class declaration sections or the optional, these two are the depends on the programmatic. So if you are just writing the simple program, these will be not there. If you are defining the functions, in that case here these will be appears. So these two are the our optional. Okay, header file is the mandatory. Without the header file here, we cannot identify which type of we are writing. Okay, so this is the mandatory. And method definition section is also optional. Yeah, main function is the mandatory and header file declaration is the mandatory. After that, here whatever you are writing, so that you can write. So just now we can see the one simple program for this here, how it will be looks like. So just we can write. So first what we have in this your header file declaration. For that case here I am writing the hash include. Here hash include. So don't give the space between these. If you are giving the space in between these, here it will be the error. Hash include iostream.h. Here hash is the preprocessor, include is the library function, iostream.h is the header file. Okay, after that here in the C++, we need to be write using namespace. Using namespace std. Okay, see here, what is the using namespace std here? So, with the same name available in the different libraries, whenever you are using the using namespace std with the same name available in the different libraries, like here you can define the context in which the names are defined, whatever you have, and your namespace is the scope. Your namespace can be defines the scope. You can write here, just your namespace defines the scope for this. Here what is the namespace means here, it can be defines the scope. It can be defines the scope. And why we need to be use these using namespace std into the our programmatic means, when we are running the program to print something. Okay, so in that time here the using namespace std can say if you find something that is not declared in your current scope, and then you can go and check our std. So for that case we are using into this. So why? Because your computer needs to know the code for the cout, cin functionalities. For that case here we are using namespace std. So without that also we can do the programmatic, but here in the C++ mostly we need to be write the our using namespace std. So this is the scope. We need to be identify the scope into this. Your hash is the preprocessor, include is the library function, iostream.h is the header file. So here I will write your hash. This is the preprocessor. Include is the library function. Library function. and here iostream.h is the header file. Okay, and this is the scope. And next here we can write just I'm writing the simple program, and here I'm writing the int main. Next here I'm writing the int main. Here main is our function. Now here main is our function. Your int is our return type. Here actually we'll get the one dot here. Yes, we have the data type is like int, right? So sometimes here it is depends on the programmatic. Okay, so normally we can write the void. Void is also return type. Here the int can be performed in the function. Okay, it is the return type. Now it is also one return type. So here depends on the program we can write the int, or else here you can write the void also. So if you are returning the 0, so just you have to place the int. That is a better option. And next here you can open this one. So this is the opening. This is the opening of this. And next here you can choose. In the C language, normally if you're writing the programmatic, you are using the execution purpose printf, right? So but in this C++ here we have the C out and C in. C out means your C output, in means your input. So here we need the output, right? So for that case here we need to be write your C out. C out. C out means your C output. Okay. And next here, you can perform anything, whatever you need, you can write. Just I'm writing the hello world. Okay, just I'm writing the hello world. After that here, suppose here, if you need to go for the next line, for suppose, normally in the C programmatic, we will write the /n. Right, but in the C++ we don't have that one, so we can write, if we need to go next line, we can write in the form of, again give this one, we can write your end L. Your L means your end the line. What is the L means your end the line, or else your end of line. So then here it can be moved to the next line. This is the printing performance, means here will we get the output. This is the printing performance. By this here we can get the output. C out, hello world, and L. After completion of this here, you can close this with the giving of return 0. Close this. Okay, so like this here you can perform the our programmatic. Like this here you can perform the one simple programmatic. So if you execute it, we'll get our output will be like your hello world. Here we will get our output like hello world. Output we can get the hello world. So this is the basic structure and simple program for the C++. Thank you. If you like the video, subscribe to my channel.